Hey guys, I know you can't really see me very good, but that's okay because what I'm doing requires low amounts of light. So, I've got my Tesla coil here, my little one, my 3-inch plasma ball, and as you can see, it's looking quite a bit nicer than usual. That's because it's got quite a bit more power going into it. Because I hooked it up to an adapter. So, it's got 4 batteries. See, 4 battery slots. 1.5, 1.5, 1.5, 1.5 volts equals 6. 1.5 times 4 equals 6. So, this is a 6-volt one. So, it's like, wait. If I hook up my 6-volt power supply to it, will it power it? And yes, it does very nicely now. It's looking better than it ever has before. Much brighter and more powerful. I'll see if I can. I'll see. But yeah, so I just took the little adapter plug thingy. And there has 2 wires coming off of it. I'm out of hot glue, so I just taped it. I was hoping to get some hot glue for Christmas, and I'm really surprised that I didn't. That's useful, that crap, hot glue. It's very useful for electronics. Yeah, as you can see, I just hooked up the positive wire for this plug onto the positive end of the batteries, and the negative one onto the negative part of the batteries. But yeah, so I just hooked them up there. Why did I take 1 battery out? Because when this is plugged in here, and you turn it on, since that thing is always on, you plug it in. When this is off, that power is going into the batteries. So it's like that power supply there is attempting to charge these batteries when all 4 of them in. Alkalines don't like being charged. They really don't like being charged. They're not a rechargeable battery. There's a reason they're not a rechargeable battery. It's because if you give power to them, basically, they explode. And you'll get acid everywhere. And it'll just be a big, gross, acidic mess. And yeah, so I take 1 battery out to break the circuit. So when this is plugged in and the Tesla coil isn't on. Where's the switch? Here it is. Then it doesn't accidentally try to attempt to charge the batteries and make them leak everywhere. And yeah, so you could still just unplug this and hold, just like that. And you stick the batteries back in, and it works. Ish. Yeah, these batteries are not the newest. So yeah, it can still run on batteries all you want. All you gotta do is take the battery cover off, obviously. Remove a battery, jam the cover back on, plug her in. There you go. So yeah. So, power supply, crappy batteries. Power supply. And yeah. So, what I wanted to really show... Oh, by the way, I just busted some holes in the battery cover for the wires to go through. So yeah, what I really wanted to show you was this Tesla coil and this fluorescent light. This is a 1.5 foot, I think, fluorescent bulb. So, I touched this on here. Dink! Yeah, lights up pretty nice. Whatever, good enough. It's pretty cool. So what's doing that is because these Tesla coils are like an electron field generator. So it's like it emits electrons, AC current, very high frequency, 50 kilohertz to 1 megahertz to be exact, frequency AC current at about 3 to 5,000 volts out the middle, and it spreads the electrons out everywhere. So, and those electrons, when they get into the fluorescent light, it excites the atoms in here and makes it glow. That's how fluorescent lights work. And, yeah. So, when they go in there, if I don't touch the bulb, it just kinda lights it up everywhere. Very dimly. When I do touch one of the sides of the light, it gets a little dimmer, and it lights up the whole thing. However, it changes depending on where each part is. Where the plasma ball is, and where my hand is. Because this is acting like a positive charge source for this. My hand is acting like the negative. So, it's going from the plasma ball, and then finds its path to my hand, and goes through the gas and the light, and goes to my hand, lighting up the light. So yeah, it goes into the light from the plasma ball, and out of the light through my hand. And if I change where my hand is, it changes where it comes out. So it looks for the shortest route. You'll notice this, because if I have one hand on each side of this, I put it closer to this hand, it goes on that side. If I put it closer to the other hand, it goes to the other side. It's always looking for the shortest path. And that's why these things like to follow your finger, because they're looking for a negative, they're looking for a cathode, but there is no cathode. The cathode right now is just the air, and the air has a lot of resistance, so they just kind of go everywhere. But the moment you put your finger near it or touch it, all of a sudden, you're creating a cathode, a negative, that's much less resistance than the air, so it all goes to your finger. And it goes to this light. Not as much as my finger, but it does go to the light. Because the light is leading to my hand. So it's got a path. And if I remove the bulb of this thing, lights it up very nice. As it makes a nice bzzz sound, I can hear it. Because of the slight wiggling of the wavelength coming from the power supply over there. Oh my god. Ugh. And it makes a very strong smell of ozone. Mm. This is bright. When you touch one of the little metal ends, one of them little tiny metal rods, onto the end of the wire, it lights up very nice. Very nice and frickin' bright. You can see me clearly. And it doesn't have to touch it at all, and it can still light it up. So, it's not the bulb here that's sending the electrons out to power this. It's the Tesla coil itself. The Tesla coil is doing that. I'll go grab a different fluorescent. Intestine. Alright, I'm back with a couple more fluorescent lights. I've got one of the screw-ish ones. Excuse me, frick. And I've got a mercury bulb that doesn't have any phosphor coating. So this is what these fluorescents actually look like. Ow! Ah. That hurt. I forgot. That Tesla coil, when it's plugged into that little adapter, it hurts to be shocked by the freaking thing. Holy crap. Wow. Yeah, it lights up nicely. But yeah, this thing's shocks pack a punch now. And they can also go through the plasma wall kind of like this now, too. I think that's pretty freaking cool. If you notice, everything around is actually lighting up ultraviolet. It's glowing up ultraviolet. That's what these make. These output ultraviolet. That's coolness. Now, for this little one here. Wow. Excuse me, holy crap. That lights it up pretty nicely. This makes a sweet smell of ozone. Huh, touching it on a little thing down here is making it go. The tablet's seeing the arcs. Man, the tablet sees the arcs as very, very bluish. That's cool. That looks definitely, like, to be specific, a lilac purple to me. What about the other terminal? That still lights it up. That's coolness. Alright, now let's put the ball back on. There we go. No, I'm kidding. We gotta actually shove it in there and make sure it stays. There we go. Frick. I forgot to put this piece back in. That's the little thing that goes over the wire in there. You've probably noticed that in the background of a lot of my videos. My dad put that there a while ago, and I don't know why. It's the sticker for a frying pan. Don't know why he put that there. But yeah. Neon. Neon. Get over here. Neon. On and on. Anyway, yeah. So. Neon bulb. Been on constantly for about half a year. Neon bulb. Constantly been on for the past, like, 30 years. As you can see, it's completely blackened. It's gotten completely pitch black on the inside of it there. That's the inside of the glass is painted black. So you can't exactly see a glow nearly as good as the other ones, these clear ones. I've got 3 of these neon bulbs. 2 of them are nice and clear. One of them's completely blackened. One of them's so much older than the others. This is a fluorescent. This is a fluorescent. This is a fluorescent. And these are fluorescents. But the only difference between this one and these 3, these are filled with neon gas. And I thought these were filled with mercury, but apparently they used to be filled with mercury, but aren't anymore. Now they use a different gas. Not sure what that gas is. These ones use neon gas, and still do, and always have. Since these are fluorescent, they light up from the Tesla coil. I don't see anything. Now, this kind of hurts. But it is lighting up pretty good. Get off. Oh, why does this one hurt more? Weird. Huh. Yeah, this one hurts a little bit more to power that. On and on. See, you can't see it lighting. Why does that one hurt me more? I don't get it. Being electrocuted doesn't feel very nice. But yeah, this is the ball itself, the bulb that's filled with all the gases. Notice it's completely closed. An enclosed bulb, almost like a halogen. Well, not a halogen. Well, yeah, like a halogen. Because a halogen has a special gas in it, and so do these. A different type of gas in a halogen, but yeah. This is the actual shape of the plasma ball. And that's the part there where the machine, like, kind of melted it shut after it was done filling it with all the gases. Oh, and there's a neat thing I found out with this. Check that out. So what I did was, I put a little bit of water on the top of the plasma ball there. You can kind of see the place where it's wet. There's just a wire on it, and it does this. It's like lightning. It's so cool. Alright, I have wetted a different part. This part. So cool. Why can't these plasma balls be lit from the very bottom? Why did it gotta be lit from the middle? I think it would look way cooler if they were lit from the bottom like this. It's just so neat. That's so neat. I think I'll make a video next time I'm at school about one of my teachers, Mr. Murphy. His plasma ball. He's got a plasma ball. It's an old one. It's from like a few decades ago. This one was made a couple years ago. Mr. Murphy's is made a couple decades ago. But it works okay. It doesn't look as good as this one, or the big one I've got in there. But it does look, it looks cool. It's got a unique, the little strands in there move uniquely. It's cool. And the coolest thing about that one is it screws into a light socket. It's a 4-inch one, so it's a little bit bigger than this. But not as big as my 6-inch one in there. But yeah. Goodbye.